Right. Well. Welcome back, everyone, to the Plot Armor Podcast. This week we got some crazy things, but first thing, we talk about all things anime related, news, video games, manga, anime, um, cool
Anything,
rock we seen the other day. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, literally anything that
Literally.
pertain anime that we're interested in, we'll go over it. But yeah, um, with that being said, to be honest, we get into our week got day a little bit, and then to the rest of the thing we watch. Obviously, first thing first. Well, the segment is gonna be how we doing. It's gonna be quick, short. We can keep it quick and short, and simple. We got some news, some very big news to pertain in the gaming world, and then obviously into the rest of the anime that we watch for the week or the past week. Obviously, we missed last week, but that's here or there. But anyways, regardless, Ryan, how's your day been? How your week been?
My 2 weeks have been good. I caught up on some anime. I'm up to date with some things. Maybe not no more. I'm not caught up to date on one thing no more. But I was last week ready for everything last week. But we didn't end up recording, didn't working out. So I'm here this week, caught up with 2/3 of the anime, and it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yes,
But
man.
I'm excited for the news, man. The news hype. I woke up yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
boom, had to dodge spoilers for it all. What about you, man? How was the past 2 weeks?
My past 2 weeks, last week, I'm not gonna lie, I'm the one that called up. I woke up. I said a couple hours before the pod so I could wake up, my brain start processing, so I could start waking up. And it was one of those things where, also we were going on a Wednesday. The classroom lead drops, and the beginning after the end drops. So it was like those are the two anime. I'm like, all right, I got something to watch for the show to bring it up, right? So I started watching. I fell asleep, and that's how I knew it was a no go for me. If I'm falling asleep, usually with me when I wake up, the moment I wake up, my brain start working. So I'm good. I start waking up in a little bit, but that day, every single time, start watching, fell asleep, wake back up, fall asleep, wake up, fall asleep. So it was just one of those things. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna make it, bro. So I called it off, but we here. So yeah, that's my week, my day. So yeah, with that being said, let's hop straight into the news. The very, very, very important thing we got: Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 announcement trailer is fucking confirmed. Let's go, WW. We both haven't watched it. I seen like I think very at the very end it was just like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 or some shit. I don't know if there's a release date or anything like that, but regardless, here we go. This is our first reaction to it. You got my volume, my stream volume good. I got the volume going. Here we go. Okay. Age 1000. Ah!
Okay.
Yo, they about copyright our shit, bro.
Yeah, I think we're cooked. I think we're cooked.
We're cooked.
Worth it.
My new song's out. Hope you like it.
Yo, if that's a city, bro, that shit look like a big ass city.
Yeah, that
Another
crazy.
incident in New City. That's your cue to head out and take care of it.
All right.
That did not look like Boma game.
Oh yeah.
Sounded like Boma.
It sounded like Boma, no cap. Turn to Super Saiyan Man? Yeah.
Great Saiyaman suit. Wow.
Capsule Corp.
Nice.
That is clean, man.
Akira Toriyama presents. New game project Age 1000. Okay, okay. This looking like we're more now in the game now.
Yeah.
Ah, there he is.
Go Mr. 1000.
Just up ahead. Careful though, I might just steal the spot.
Oh, I think that might be not us, but our character. Seems like he's you know, a time patroller. That's what it's called.
A Mentor time patroller.
Yeah. Xenoverse 3. Ah, man, that's great. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Oh damn, we got some. Oh shit. This the startup screen?
Gotta be.
This looking like a startup screen to me. Damn, we book smart. Or failures.
Tomato.
Yeah. How's that little orb thing?
Oh no.
Is
Is
it-
our guru?
Yeah. That might, bro, not. Oh shit.
Crashing into the home like that.
Damn.
Oh, we're bold. No, we're not.
That's gonna hurt tomorrow. Wow, you really caught me off guard. You okay?
But I can't tell if that's Bulma now. I'm hearing Bulma in my ears.
Yeah,
2027 wish list down. Let me go do that.
Let's listen now on Steam.
Steam, let's go, chat. We are green, chat. Let's go. Oh my god, that's so exciting, bro. That's just so exciting, bro. Great, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The city looking humongous, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what the if you extending it, but the way the building is, the skylines looking like that shit looking humongous. I don't know what they gonna fill in that city. I mean, I doubt it's gonna be all usage, but
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, you gotta let us know down in the comment section below how you guys feel about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. You guys are excited. You guys already got it pre-ordered. I'm definitely doing that after that podcast immediately for sure. But regardless,
Right now.
now let's hop straight into what we watched this season. How much you gotta go over? Yeah, I got a lot.
I think I got one show to go over.
All right, you got one thing, and then like what the two thing we both watched the same thing. Right?
Both watched. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. I'll just start us off. First up, we're starting off with Medalist Season 2. I wrapped this thing up. So just a little recap of basically what's going on. So our two main character here, the coach, the trainer, the one that's competing. Long story short, they've been training, right? They're trying to work on this like hard jump move called like a triple spin. Just that's all you know. All you need to know. This is the trainer that's been helping them. And then first time went well. Second time, the reason why they're back now is because he was like, yo, I'm gonna try and do what that trainer did, and then he ended up hurting himself. Now she got like fucking PTSD, and she's not confident and jumped some more. So they came back and worked on it again. Apparently this is like an old colleague of our trainer here. So they're yapping, right? Trainer, the kids just making fun of him. Yada. But long story short, man, the recap is they're basically still training and talking about the jumps, how difficult, right? And long story short, they end up finding out that she came up with a new one, but there's another way to catch up with the number one skater, and that's to do, instead of doing a triple, to do a 4 jump, a quad jump. Right, so that's what's going on here. They did just a whole lot of reminiscing. Everybody's locking in. She just super locked in, and everybody seeing that she landed that quad jump. Everybody now like treating her differently, whatever. And he's like, hey, when you land this shit over there, everybody gonna treat you differently because you hitting some crazy shit, and now you got some respect on you type thing, right? So that's what's going on. And long story short, that is like the winning way, and that's basically it. Now it's on to the movie. I'm assuming, but this guy is like based on the main competition right here. He's like, hey, I'm already knowing what they about to cook up, but too bad, I got a genius type shit. So yeah, that's basically a quick like overview of what's happening last couple episodes. Our main character just been practicing a new jump basically, or trying to get over that hump, just to find out, hey, there's a different another solution. Your preferred jump, or like the best jump you could do there, you could do it 4 times instead of like you could do it a triple jump of it, but instead of doing a triple, you could do a quad, and that'd be the way to win type thing. So yeah, that's a quick overview of that. And now we're on to the movies. So that was Metal Gear Season 2. There's a movie that's gonna come out now. I'm guessing that's for the thing. Next up, the beginning after the end, Season 2. I'm not gonna lie, this one, it's not hitting as yet. I feel like it's a little build up. To be honest with everybody, yeah, it's still a start of nothing crazy yet. So that's what's going on in this episode. Well, the last couple episodes, a little build up, little trolley here and then. They just got back from being lost from each other. Apparently this guy showed up in another, like, I don't know, I forgot how the ranking go, but he's a double AA rank. So however they rank it, but long story short, he came up, hey, asked another day, double AA rank, her name Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine, trying to come help me, do this quest real quick type shit. And at first she didn't immediately accept for whatever reason, and then we flash back to Arthur. That's our character name. Arthur, or no, I think it's his adventurer name. Arthur is his real name, so you're gonna hear me use whichever name that seems fit. Anyway, training with his father, like team members here. A little reminiscent when he was a little kid, training with him, right? A little reminiscent, they're just going at it. And she was like, hey, I'm surprised you're not angry at me. Like, well, shit, if you're not going serious, then how could I trust him to be alive out in the world, right? All story short, and they're like, all right, well, next up, you got some training with the archer, you got training with the earth, magic guy, you got training with the wind, the whole cycle. Now they're talking, back with Jasmine. Jasmine's like, hey, have you ever heard about that, that double AA rank that, just asked me for, to join the team? I have. He got a good reputation on him. He'd be fighting front lines, and he'd be leaving front lines unscathed, right? So he got a good rep to him. A lot of trust, right? Even he had trouble. That's odd. Oh, there we go. He invited me on a quest. There we go. And then he's like, hey, that's odd. He has a own party of his own. So it's, it is kind of crazy asking somebody else that's not in your party to do, to do a job with you. So it's just not me been asking around to a reason for a sudden recruit. What's your take? It'd be hard to imagine. Likely quest you could talk about. What's the cause? Fair did you make? Something to keep in mind. Anyway, I missed it. Anyways, long story short, they basically said the reason why he's asking for around is probably a dispute within the group. So that means the group probably didn't agree, and he's saying, fuck you, bro, let's go, right? They apparently was just training. They're all tired and shit. They're like, I don't know how he got stronger type thing. And then he pulls up, and before he even started talking with Jasmine, he was like a little antsy already, wanting to train with him. And then he finally come out, and then the mother's like, training is over, buddy. And then he was like, what? I didn't even get to, yeah. And then like, you want to rest? You need some rest. And then apparently now they're just going to spend some, brother and sister and brother and mother time now. So now this guy talking about, his little bodyguard just bringing up a quest. Like, hey, we could pick up medicinal herb. We could go find a lost thing. He was like, whack, what the hell? You know, I'm a little joke, because he's like a superior magic ruler, whatever. Then all of a sudden, this guy pops up the ground. He's like, hey, I've been hearing some word. There's a guy who tried to take on some sort of quest, AA, but somebody with your, status, you could probably get recruited, no problem, right? And you're like, perfect. Then back to our main character talking about you're cute. Then satisfy her enough. She's like, oh, you're pretty. Made her happy. This is him trying to. Remember, he been reincarnated, so he don't know this lifestyle of being compassionate and stuff like that. So that's what's going on here. Try and show character development. That is the phrase I'm looking here. Back to the high elf. This is the princess right here on the right here, and then her little two friends. Princess, last episode she went to go meet Arthur again, our main character, but funny enough got interrupted. She was trying to build up courage to, knock on the door and, go see him, but got interrupted by our main character Arthur's father, and then she ran away yet again. So here she is talking about it. Like, hey, if you met Arthur, you wouldn't be here. Yeah, if she had seen him, she wouldn't be here having this conversation, right? And then she's like, hey, the first thing I'm going to do when I become queen is exile you. And they're like, oh wow, she just declared herself a tyrant. So a little funny chemistry going on here. All right. What is that? Why can't I just see him? I miss him so bad too. And then she said, the princess commanded you to be nicer about this topic, right? And then they just made fun of her. I bet he misses you just as much. Right? You two think so too, right? They're like, should we be worried? And then all of a sudden, funny enough, wait, keep going. Oh, look at that. Wait, if I can get it, you can see it a little bit right there. Oh, look at that. Our main character just so happened to be walking through town where, she's been looking for him. Up there he is. And then they're like, hey, it's Arthur. And then she's like, what? Over there. Anyone want to know what happened? Wait. There we go. You can see a little car go right by, blocking the view. And then she turned around. She's take a look. He's not there. Turn around. Like, you fucking lied to me? And then you're like, no, I swear he was right there. Right? And then fast forward, and it seemed like he went to a shop looking at some expensive rings, and apparently it's like a portable storage to talk about how expensive it is. Right? And then I think he's been thinking about like how it would help their journey together if he were to get this ring type thing. And the family came and found him. Proceed. So just talking. He just having a little character development moment. He like, bro, I'm not used to this shit. I just kill things and I just rule things all easy. But now I gotta be compassionate, live a different life. And then this little thing's like, yo, bro, I'm low key getting hungry. I want to eat them monster cores again. All right, and then he walks in. She dressed all pretty. Never seen her pretty. He's like, you're pretty, and then she, get embarrassed and fly out. But bro doing his usual participating. What was that one? Don't you avoid danger? Basically, she ended up finding out that it was a dispute between his group or whatever, and more reminiscent. And then talk about this is probably his last adventure for whatever reason. I don't know. I forgot what it was. But so it seemed like they're about to go on their last adventure, and they were going to make it a memorable one, not memorial. And then and that's it. And then there's a bad guy doing whatever the fuck. And that is that episode and a little bit of catch up of that.
Doing bad guy things.
Yeah, bad guy doing bad guy thing. At Classroom Elite, obviously Ibrahim caught up to episode 6. I watched episode 7, and long story short, not much has really changed, to be honest. So I'm gonna go over it again. Going over everything. So going over apparently some. I don't remember if this is the first year's. There's a first year 1D, second year 1D, and like all this shit. All that shit confuses the shit out of me. I don't know who's the first year, second year. I'm assuming. I think their first year, but I think it's like this is Classroom 1B, 1D, and shit like that. I'm assuming, right? But anyway, I think
I did see some of this. I did see like the first like quarter of this. Cause I did try to watch it. I fell asleep while watching it. I just can't say I confidently finished it. You know what I mean?
Okay. So yeah, so it seemed like the first year of the gathering up here, and obviously the big bad guy in name Colston. If you guys caught up, got to mention spoilers. Well, too late now, right? But yeah, so this is Colston, the main bad guy. Well, initially at the start of the season, main bad guy, right? So far, they are all aware that there's a $20 billion bounty on Ayakunichi head, right? And he immediately took the jump on it and tried to take it. And right now, the last episode, they all found out there is a special test that involves survival skills, all this type of thing, and basically on the island Thank you. Survival Island. So all the classes try to figure out, hey, we need to work together. We don't need to work together, but basically trying to make their effort more, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here? They basically don't want to waste it. Yeah, optimal. Yeah. Thank you. There you go.
Optimize their efforts.
Yep. Trying to basically. So that's what's talking on here. You know, this guy's just straight brutality and just go and shove this guy straight into the wall right here. There you go. And you're like, hey, I need to refrain from violence. And like, well, I'm stopping you. Like, what you gonna do? Catch him by his hand, right? So they're just talking about it. Like, hey, we need to work together to survive. This guy's like, hey, I think as a first year we get the advantage of having a group of 4, where you know all the upperclassmen get a group of 3s. They're like, hey, we should use that. We should use that to our advantage. Make at least one powerful group of 4 to, you know, increase our chances. You know, at least we have one group for sure to, you know, survive type thing. And then so they were talking, right? We take first place, right? And then this guy, he said, hey, if you want me to help, I got condition. You got to let 2 Class D students in, and I forgot what it was. I'll try to go back
to the winning class, or to the winning group, the powerful group.
I want the 2 empty slot to be Class D's. That's it. What are your conditions? There we go. For the large group, when we get there, okay. For the large group, I want the 2 empty slot to be Class D students. There you go. So that's his conditions, and then we go back to our main character.
Where it starts to get wonky for me.
Wonky for you, and then you know her. I think I forgot her name. She's like, hey, they're the first year who want to speak with you. She said, hey, if it's a female, I'm afraid you don't have my blessing. Or if it's a love note, I think, or a little call, I have a crush on you. There we go. I don't approve. She started blushing like, what? Yeah, I don't think I would approve either. And then they're like, well, actually, it's a boy. Then they're like, sigh. Apparently, I don't know. I didn't think all the girls in love with Koji. I didn't know this, but then again, I can't remember. So, talking, and then first year was already July, really. No time left. There you go. Thank you for making time for me. It's the first year that wanted to talk to him. They pulled through a little cafe spot. They just talk about, hey, we all know about the thing, about the 20 million balance, get you expelled. You pretending playing dumb. Also have no interest in rewarding for sabotaging. Right. Participating in the presidency, which randomly chose the second year. Chairman was a present. They're trying to make their cause like reasonable, I guess. Seemed legit. Took a chance but failed. Or basically he's like, hey, you basically they all know like, hey, he took the test with that guy and he passed. Basically, he got 100% top of the class with the guy that basically was meant to like fail him. So he's like, he's trying to find a way to like get how can we do what you did, basically, I think. Yeah. So he's like, hey, that mark in hand wasn't just, you know, just an accident. I know who did it type thing. Obviously, we all know who did it. So he's like, hey, be careful. I won't say. What was this? So if there anyone you're particularly worried about, I think. Supposed like the most likely subject, but if I had to name one in particular, and there you go. Put one on the bag. And then she go back to her past. I'm about to say she been playing her goodie. If you guys been keeping up with the show, we all know. I think her name is Kushida. I believe. We find out that she's fucking crazy wicked because due to her past life, right? She used to have a different past life, so now she's trying to be a different character. Super happy, super group motivated, super, you know. I'm a sweet girl when deep down she's really a dark, menacing, and yeah. All right, so she's like, hey, I need to get rid of this little kid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He knows about my past type thing, and then, you know, sure, I'll be a good girl for now. Go back to her thing, you know. But she showed the little instances of that. I'm glad I seen it because I'm like, yo, did we forget that this bitch is evil?
Yeah, she was evil.
Yeah. So now a different group, I think. I think they're like, hey, we want to get that guy expelled, right? They got one seed how to was expelled, and I know that fucking Hosen guy got to be expelled type thing. So
Yeah.
so they're talking about him. We lost 100 class points for that. What does that have to do with me? Jose refused to work with anyone outside the class, but you partnered with him during the April test. So you think I have a special access to on them? I think I flipped the two groups. I get the other topic or something else. But regardless, alright, it's hard to agree, the email, blah blah blah. And then now they're pointing it out. Because we were after the 20-minute bounty too. What is it? I think that's right. Is that why you approached me that evening? They basically go back to when they first approached him to like try to partner with him, and they're like, "Yeah, you got me." Type. But more get ready.
After it?
Yeah, they were after 20 minutes, so they were plotting like game and fail type thing. Yeah. And they will switch screen to Holston talking to this other girl. I mean, they were basically working together. She was the first one took the initiative to go to Ayana Koji, right? Went shopping. You're like, hey, you got to cook me food, and I'll agree to partner with you type thing, or help you partner up, right? And she did that, and then first go around, went to the house, dropped things off, cooked the food. It was mid. Second go around, she came back. Oh, I forgot something at your house. Would you mind if I come and grab it? And she went and grabbed her thing that she lost, but she also grabbed a knife, catching those who are unaware, right? So they're basically talking about that right now. We actually did well, including your plan. All right. Don't need one. No one we did to make stronger. That's up to me, the class leader, D, to decide. You're gonna send a letter to be a representative. Our contribution won't be equal, will they? Saying she's like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I need $20 million. I need all that money if I'm gonna help you, because I'm positive I'm gonna be doing all the work and you're not gonna do shit. I'm just working with you type thing. So I want $20 million. I don't want that bounty. Alright. So you want to try me? I guess. This girl, like, she tried to hit her and she basically reflected it. Showing some insta that one of these girls could possibly be from the white room. Then pretty high yourself. Tell me then, what do you want besides the good reward? I want all the points for expelling I Koji. There we go. You put me. Pick all sides. If we give the whole tournament class moving forward, he basically agreed, and then seemed like a backstabber to me. I haven't trusted you from the start. Make sure you agree. And then he was like, who gives a damn about some verbal agreement, right? She cried all she wants. I won't give a damn. All the unwashed masters out there. What you call it? There's a crazy thing. If I get that guy expelled, the reward get paid out to me. Oh yeah, this school got crazy rule, and he's basically excited about it. So yeah, that was that. And then
before we continue on,
I'm just trying
we
to fly.
7 episodes in, man. We 7 episodes in. What do you think? Who do you think is from the white room?
I have no idea, gang. I literally have no. I have no speculation. The one I'm more inclined, if I had to pick one, I think it's that blonde girl from class 1D. Just in that moment right there, because she's. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think she would have to reflex like that to stop that shit. So it's like if she kept the facade. Well, I'm saying kept facade like they yeah, like she has her own mind when it's low key already written. But if the character, if the author wrote it as she didn't do that shit, and the whole time she was a white room character, I would have never speculated her, because the white room, they're smart, they couldn't whoop some ass. So so at first it just showed her being outside it seemed like she might be the brains of some things, right? So it seemed like she was going that route. But then once she did that reflecting, I'm like, oh wait, actually now I think she could be a candidate now. So I would pick that blonde girl if I had to pick one.
Okay.
How about you, man?
I'm not gonna lie. Before that part right there, I was definitely split between three kind of people, but definitely the two main ones. That blonde girl and the girl that punched her, like, cause both of them, they was like, yo, you really gotta be smart. Hey, cook me food, come back,
Yeah.
steal the knife so somebody else can kill him.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like white room all over it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then the same with like that reflex. It's like the episode 1 where they first introduced her. She was sizing him up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
She was being a little obvious, but a little sneaky with it. She tried to play both sides and everything
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, she's number 1 spot. I'm not gonna lie, my number 2 spot is changing to the dude that had the conversation with Ayana Koji.
Oh,
the
okay.
cafe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have a real reason why. I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a real reason why. It's just feeling.
Gotcha.
It's like the shine of dark.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that low key kind of valid. I can't front. He's definitely. Yeah, he's getting up there, but I really don't have a real true instinct one. But if I had to pick one, I pick that blonde girl as of now. Alrighty, with that being said, I got 2 more things. We're about to go over one thing right now, and then the last thing, my favorite thing that I'm going to go over. But the time I got recording as a Slime Season 4. So those who want to watch it, spoiler alert, on episode number 3, the Avatar team is formed. Alright, starting with an owl first thing foremost, right? So they're talking. I guess this is the princess, just the human right here. Oh, she basically going over that she's been reincarnated. She was reincarnated, going over her past life, that she basically looked like a genius and she lived happily. She died of old age, and then she was born, born a little baby, and she has the power to control people. And apparently her greed, yes, her thing is called greed, and there are one with a unique skill called greed. And then the people who have the biggest, like the more what's the word? The more person who is like more greedy, not more greedy. That's a weird word to phrase it, but whoever's more greedy, who have more ambition, I think. Ambition. Yeah. Whoever I met have more ambition, she's able to control even more, basically. She basically got all these people wrapped in her finger, and then there was that point where she's a little baby right here. She looked at the top of the building over here, I think, and then they're like, "Who is that?" And that's Grandpa, blah blah blah. I think it's up here. No, but I have seen him since in blah 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 type thing. Right, and then she goes meet up, and then the grandfather basically like, "Hey, come in." Right, he probably shows up, and then he's like, "Hey, why ain't you try to control me? I know what you're doing," type thing. I can see other people greed, blah blah blah. Maybe talking, and they basically got close to each other. Right, I want you to carry on my ambition, basically passing it on, and like, hey, everything that happened to me, I want you to carry it on. Let's create a world where all humans are equal. And will one day rule this world. Human will one day rule this world. And that was the beginning of that episode. Now into the intro, into the dungeon. All right. So obviously we got I forgot her name. We got fucking Ramiris. And then we got fucking Veldora, and then Rimu right there. Right, I think they're trying to, they're basically trying to get used to their new fucking being whatever, yeah. All right, they're just talking about it. Hey, we're no match. We're getting stomped on with low might, right? And then he could pose up to to his worker that creates armor, all the things. They're like, oh shit, our master is here. Welcome, Great Rimu, right? And then the blacksmith pulls up, like, hey, what you bringing here? Like, hey, I was hoping you create a gear, you show this thing. Yeah, we want you to make it like armor and stuff. Like, hey, no problem. And then charging blindly is a problem, right? So I think they were now working from the lower tier dungeon and working their way up, like basically training type shit, bro. Yeah. And then they're catching up to them, getting stronger, better, understanding team chemistry, all that type of stuff. This team reached up here, breaking the old for real. Sure, do you want to? Not problem. Do it. Apparently, what you call it?
You want me to explain it? I've watched it.
Apparently, what happened here is basically he was like, hey, can you give me all the information of the damn dungeon you made And she's like, you sure? That's a lot of fucking information for you to intake at one. You're like, yeah, I'm good, I'm chilling. And that's basically what happened. And he finds out what did he find out? You remember?
Yeah, well, how strong they are.
How strong they are.
There's an A ranks. He has some A ranks in there. Like his AI person was like, yo, if you could get into the dungeon and the dungeon's code or whatever, I can appraise them or whatever, right? He was like, yeah, let me ask.
Gotcha. Okay. I forgot. All right.
Bro, you watched it Friday. I watched it 4 hours ago.
You're the best ever. All right, David came in clutch with armor, and here we go. We got Ramu with the heavy living armor, class berserker equipment, death axe, and heavy full plate. Right. Then we got slime class assassin equipment, death pickaxe, and crimson cape. Right. Going next, we got skeleton class fighter, death equipment, death bastard / hell mail, and gate shield. Not gonna lie, these shit sound crazy. I'm not like the way they did this one. This kind of fire. Ghost class sorcery equipment, death sight, and hell cloth or clothes, whichever one. Off to the battlegrounds, right? And then the 49th floor underground. And this floor is all but in the traps. But they pull up and they just, they're like, nah, fuck that shit, bro. We're not playing fair no more. All the traps are nasty. Got sliced up. This red slime sliced up. Alright, pulled up. Too slow. Just fuck them all up. Literally terrorizing them. Then she got spliffed. Luna, celebration.
Celebrating.
Alright. And then, he was able to use the holy magic. That's why there was a hole in her. I forgot. Yeah, apparently, yeah, he got so many believers in him. He's a god himself, so he was able to use holy magic. So, all right, we're out of time. Good stop him. Yeah, then they were just stopping their plan. They're just talking Grandmaster. I think they're plotting basically. Still plotting. If you took it seriously, could you defeat Demon Lord? You would question him. I think I struggled against him in battle. Like, hey, if Hinata, the one that was in, if y'all remember, y'all should remember. If she struggled, I would struggle too, at least. But the problem is, they got the better door, the fucking storm dragon over there. That's a real problem here. Alright, so this is talking unity skill greed. I can bring you watch all the time through frequent conversation. Get someone strong. Alright, the worst comes to I have a trump card, however it's scary, and then that same goes for Yuki there too. Yuki ambition is too great. The only reason he hasn't been crushed by it is because I'm controlling him. Damn, I didn't know he was fucking being in control till this moment, bruh. That's crazy, bruh. I'm over thinking that was his own will. I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. That's your own will, bruh. You supposed to be with my man or fucking Rimu, having this Japanese whole thing going on, and you go and fucking basically try to tear that shit down. Fuck wrong with you? Not just to find out being controlled all the time. I lost everything. Apparently, this is I'll start over in a peaceful land where money means nothing. And then he got killed. Yeah. And how in the world? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm
Forehead.
right to the dome skis. And then my favorite day to watch this season, I'm not gonna lie, is Reincarnation Slime. Definitely this, but this is definitely what I'm watching. But yeah, to those who do want to watch, I definitely do encourage you guys to watch. If you guys are into sports at all, or you want something different in your life, Ace of Diamond is the way to go. If you want that Haikyuu feeling, but I think this is better than Haikyuu. If you don't want to beef about it, fight me. I would die on the hill. Anyways, so this is a very, very, very intense battle. Ishidai-san and Yakushi, right? Ishidai-san beat our team, Sado, not last year, whatever. I don't know how this fall tournament, summer tournament, spring tournament, apparently it's fucking tournament all year round. I think the only time they're not tournament during the winter. So I'm a little bit confused, but all that matter is the last time we did the tournament, we faced Ishidai-san and we lost. Right? So now it's important. Yakushi is another top powerful team. This guy right here, if you slacken your pitches at all, he's crushing that ball. That shit's a home run, automatic, 9 times out of 10. So everybody fear this guy, right? So that's what's going on here. This is the ace pitcher right here. So he just recently developed a crazy pitch. And
Okay.
right, so he throw this pitch, right? There he is. He was like, what the fuck just happened? He missed, right? I think this is a review. He knew you'd like it. Focus, full swing, right? They was able to score a run. And then the second go around, the pitching, he threw 151 mile, not 151 mile per hour. Ibrahim, you could type up what 151 km into mile per hour for me, please. I think
It is
100,
93.
93 mile per hour. Doing 93 mile per hour as a high schooler. So, he threw a pitch. That shit got crushed and it went foul. It broke wild, so he was barely safe. He said with a new breaking ball, his second time to the corner, he's out for my blood, right? It's getting intense, right? Then going to the intro. So now we know where we are, right? How is it?
Yeah.
I don't think it hit like the other one, but
Okay. We continue.
This is the Yakushi hit out the park. Remember, that's a big hit right there. And that's how technically last episode ended. So that was a little recap. So, hey, swing that bat for yourself. And he's just trying to stay composed. Main thing as a pitcher is staying composed and finishing out the inning or round, whichever one call it. It's technically called inning, but for those who don't understand, an inning is like a round. So, or a quarter if you want to do basketball. Anyways, right? So he's gonna throw another pitch. He made contact with it again. He just fouling it off. Right? They're having a deep battle right here. He hits it and it like fly into the ground. He went to dive, try to catch it just in case. Went past. He's like, hey, he could see this ball that he just created, bro. Right? I mean, this is his first time this pitcher is using this pitch, by the way. So it's the fact that he's already getting used to it is a problem. So right now, he's like denying. There you go. He's shaking his head. The thing is, right? The catcher's like, hey, you throw this type of ball? He's like, nah, bro. We can't throw that ball, bro. Right? I bet. Let's throw this ball. He said, throw to left footed batter. All right. Back foot slider. Right. This will finish it. He throw this shit. Right. Little thing. Little bit. Then. Little intense. Feel aura. Then. Dink. Cook that thing. Right. And then it flies and it will. What was it? Was it out of bounds or did it hit the wall?
Hit the wall?
I think it hit the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it hit the wall. Right there. Yeah, infield it bounced off the wall. There we go. I forgot. Runner on second, round third. Right, makes it to second. There you go. Right to close it. The trump card. And then RBI double, meaning they are scoring now. They are tied 1-1. All right, he's trying to take a. Yeah, and so he's like, hey man, that guy's fucking. What can we do about that guy, man? That guy. What can we say? All right, he's trying to take his pose. I'm not like he seemed composed to me, right? So next up, you throw another pitch, they hit it, dink, hit child to the left. Now they hit right. He was on Todoroki. Now it's third, right? Everybody's getting concerned now. He's acting calm, but his best pitch has been hit twice now. Back and forth, right? Back to our main guys talking about it. Pressure catch up. Oh, there we go. The pressure get worse when they start catching up. So he's basically saying, hey, when you're an ace pitcher and you're up, right? And once they start catching, that's when the pressure gets going, buddy. All right. This guy now they took the lead now. Okay. I forgot what happened. This is what summer's all about. You try to stay composed. Right. He said, man, I want to go home. Right. How many times must I screw up? I'm so embarrassed. Right. Everybody try to stay in. He get on base. Right. They're hitting it. He's getting expired. This guy, he hits the ball. Right. get tagged out, right? He run to first base, and he making it very emotional. He dives to first base. This never happened, by the way. Dive to first base, and he is safe at first base. So
you don't normally dive at first, or
you normally don't dive at first, and the only time you dive at first is very out of desperation to just get on base. Because if you don't get on base, the game is over, basically. And this the reason why it's so important too. This batter who just slid is, I think, the third in the lineup, meaning they remember it's 3 strikeouts, right? And the easiest way to score is technically to get the first 2 on base, and then your third person is usually your most reliable person, and they're more likely to score for you, right? But since there's 3 strikeouts, right? So it's like if first person can't get on base, second person get on base, third person get on base, then it's going to the 4th person, but that'll be the next round. But in this yeah, so it's like best case scenario is all 3 get on base, 1 on first, second, and third, right? And then the 4th one come out and he bring everybody on. But usually, since there's only 3 strikes on 3 outs, usually it's very hard to get there. So they usually put your most reliable person at the 3rd. At least that's how I see it. I might be completely wrong, but that's how I see it, right? So being the number 3rd in the lineup, the most reliable, right? Sliding into first base, you can see how desperate it is, right?
Yeah.
So then the coach is like, "Hey, answer me honestly, yes or no. Is the fire still burning in your heart?" Right? And then you see a little bit. I'm the ace of this team. I think, what did he say? He said, "Yes, I'm the ace of this team." So listen up, boys. Go out there, right? And then I'm not gonna lie, he got reunited with my own pride. Nice pitching. They going back and forth. Dominant performance. Going back and forth. Oh yeah, this guy. Hey, the pitcher is up. He hit the ball, and then he, out of desperation, he got to first base safely. And usually this is just a first base and stay type situation. He went to second base, and he's sliding to second base. As the pitcher, you should not be risking this because you might hurt yourself and be detrimental to the team. So that's why this is so, like, shocking. He's safe. A double through true real. My stomach hurt. Those head first Iron Man, right? Everybody's seeing him, like Kosei. He said that kind of impulsive hustle isn't what I actually want, but I fully appreciate the sentiment, right? Alright, so now 1 more out. Remember, they're only down by 1 point. I think this is the last inning. So if they don't score here, the game is over. They lose. So last summer, he's still hype, right? At the time of this, stroking up the bat. So I'm on the first pitch, right? And boop.
Yikes.
He missed the ball. It got away.
I don't know who I want to win here.
Now there's a batter on third base. I think first base now. Now they're scoring position right now. So
Yeah.
2 outs. They all they need is 1 out. 1 out to any base. And they win. Right? Everybody trying to keep, this guy like, "Hey, you good, bro? We got 2 outs, gang. Relax him." Like, relax, bro.
Yeah.
Relax. It's 2 outs. We just need 1 out. Move on. And then he's like, "Hey, this our ace." He's like, "Hey, I'm counting on you to get this home or 2, buddy. Like, it's not over yet. Come to the inside, 2 outs. Right? Baseball. I won't let it end here. If we make it the extra inning, we win." And then you go swings. Let me see. Let me do a little bit. Okay. I thought I'll do a little bit. And he hits it. Swings away. It boops over his head. Your run is only matter when you win. And then apparently they was able to get a walk-off win. So they ended up, they actually scored 1 already. Never mind. So that was a game-winning run right there, and they won. I didn't see that part. So everybody's obviously sad, crying. They're celebrating. He's laying on the floor because technically He's taking he fucked up, bro. He let that guy on third base, bro, when he could have ended it right there and then. Right. The ace picks him up. The ace apologizes to him, said, "I'm sorry, couldn't stop him." He's crying. Right. The loser departs. And now we know who our opponent is. We get the rematch against Ichidai-san. And that is it. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I don't know if it's a build up. I don't know if we're going into the next episode, into the games, but that is all I watched this week.
Wait, so is it like a tournament style?
So right now it is a tournament style. Yeah, it is the summer tournament. So
okay.
So I think it's like summer tournament for the to go to national. So
okay.
So yeah, man.
All right, now let's get into what I watched this week. Most of it has already been covered. I obviously watched Classroom in the Elite season 4. I didn't finish it, but I watched most of that episode. I watched the time I got reincarnated as a slime, caught all the way up to that. And then this is where it's at, man. Which hat? Adler. This show. I have to. Okay, I'm gonna cover 2 episodes because this episode that just happened, it was a build-up episode, but last episode was it, man. Episode 3. Episode 3 hit the spot. It was nice. It was beautiful. The range, the test. You remember?
Oh yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was like the princess was like, "Yo, you're not a real princess unless you take this test."
Yeah.
Right. So it's like she's like, "All right, what's test?" And then so we start off. This dude's at this place, right? Coming in, talking this like in this magic city.
Yeah.
This girl, I don't remember who this is. Walks up to him, is like, "Yo, what's up?" Right? They're like, "Yo, what's up? It's been a while, right?"
Yeah.
And he essentially was like, "Yeah, man, the test, the place that you gotta take the test,
Yeah.
it's the worst possible time to take the test.
Damn.
Cause the thing you gonna see, it's the worst possible time to take the test right now, right?" And then, right, whatever, intro happens, and then so she's like, "Okay, now it's time for the test." She does the command for the window to do it. It's the test. You only get 3 items, right?
Oh shit.
You only get 3 tools. You gotta survive. You gotta make it to the top and get this flower. If you don't get this flower, you failed the test. And you could never become a witch.
Damn.
Genuinely fail.
Damn.
Right? So give it the tools. Bang the water bucket. Bang the compass for it, right? And then she's like, for the 3rd item, can I get your shoes, your levitating shoes, right? She was like, fuck it, right? You can have 3 items for the test. Yeah, you can have it, right?
Yeah.
So boom, take the shoes off. She steps through, looks at the compass, was like, all right, it's this way. La di da di da. Finding it as she gets here, right? She gets here, she realizes, oh, it's at the top of these things. And these are the highest they've ever been in the season, right? This is the season where they're at their peak. So then she's like, okay, well, how do I get there? Right? Like I can't climb up there. Like what do I do? I'm stumped. She was like, oh wait, I have my levitating shoes, but I don't know how to work it. I know I'm supposed to fully close this circle, but we'll see, right? And then what'd she do? She take it off? Or no, she's realizing it. She puts her feet together. She starts flying, right? She's like, oh, okay, everything's cool. Starts flying. She figures it out a little bit. She falls, right? And then cuts back over here. They're talking. I think this is where they're like so he's come over here because to get her, like, the whole uniform, the hat, the gown and everything, right? And then, she's still figuring out how to fly. She grabs on, she holds on. She's like, oh my God, wait. She finds this thing, this little, I don't know how to explain this thing, right? And then it's like, yo, this cute little pet. And then she grabs on, she ends up falling into the water, and now her shoes are wet. She's trying to dry them off, and she wipes off the levitation spell, right? And she remembers it, but she doesn't know how to do it properly.
Yeah.
So then the day setting, she has a little companion, right? Then old girl is like, yo, it's dinner time. Where is, you know what I mean, the main character? I forget. Where's the main character? And then she's just like, I sent her on the test. She has to do the test. If she wants to be here, she if she's here, she's on the same level as me. And nobody's on the same level as me until they complete this test, right?
Damn.
So then she's like, oh, but this is a bad time, right? They're like, why'd you do this? Right? And
Ooh.
then they're just going. So she's going through it. She's in like this boat.
Yeah.
Her boots not working because they got messed up.
Yeah.
And then for a second she was like, I remember the levitating spell. Do I just put it on my feet directly? Right? She had that thought. And that was rule one. Don't put the spells directly on your
On
body.
your body.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's thinking about it. And then she had the idea where is this what happened? I know she thought about it. I don't know. She had a flashback to her mom to
Yeah.
stay stable. You know what I mean? She's thinking back to her mom,
Yeah.
and like the her master dude was like, "Yo, you got such a steady hand," and then more cinematic things, and then she was like, "Okay, well, I have an idea, right?" She has an idea. She used her cape, her cloak cape thing
Yeah.
to do things. She putting a seal on it. She made a boat, and
Mm.
then she made it right. She made it purposely bad because you remember in the last episode, if you
Yeah.
make a line longer than the other, it's gonna shoot out that way, right?
Uh huh.
So she did it like that, right? So she started going. It's all nice, and she was like, "Wait, why is it? It's not working the way I wanted to, right?"
Uh huh.
And then it's like, "Oh snap! It's not working. It breaks the boat. The boat is breaking down."
Damn.
And then so she's like flying through the air. She gets the hang of it. So now she got like a paraglider situation going.
Mhm.
She's flying up. She's like, yeah, I did it. I'm flying, right?
Yeah.
I'm flying. I'm flying. So she's going through looking for the thing. She misses it. She ends up getting it, right? She ends up getting it. And then the old mentor dude comes back. He's like, where's
Yeah.
OG?
Yeah.
Where's the girl at?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, she's taking a test. He was like, she's doing what?
Yeah.
This is the worst time this happened. She could die, right? She doesn't know anything about math. And he opens the thing again, and there she is.
Damn.
There she is with the flower, with the boots, with everything, man. There she is. And
All
then,
calm.
they're happy. They're happy for her. She's like, I got your approval now, right? I did it. I
Yeah.
passed the test, right? She's like, yeah, this is it, right?
She walked away.
And she just walks away, like whatever, right? And the old
Weak.
dude is like, yo, you didn't have to take this test because you was already my apprentice, right? You didn't even have to do all that,
Mm.
right? You could have died. That could have been that could have been bad, right? It could have been bad. She's like, oh man, you're right though.
Uh huh.
And then boom, she gets her gift. She opens it up. She gets the drip on, right? And she's like, now you're a maid. Now
Mm.
you're a maid, right?
W.
Yeah, man. Good episode. Good episode. All right, now the next episode. Hold on, let me do. Whoa. All
Be
right.
careful now.
Yeah, I know.
Even
So
though
they're just. What they doing?
This episode might be cooked already.
Oh, they're just going over like the basics, like, oh, this is this symbol, this is this. Now let's give them a try. Da 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 da. And she's kind of like still a little upset. She's like, yo, like this girl's like, yo, how are you still bad at making these spells? You passed the test. How are you still bad at it, right? And then the girl's like, I don't know. It's just not clicking for me. And then the old dude was like, oh, maybe it's the pen, maybe it's the wand you're using,
Mm.
because this wand is technically for me, right? I just gave you one so you could use it. So then it's like, all right, well, let's go to the city, get you a wand, right?
Mm.
Let's go to the city, get you a wand, right? So then the intro happens, bada boom, bada bing. They make it to the city. They see
Damn.
all the witches and everything. They're like, oh my god, this is so nice. It's so nice, right? And then she looks at this
Dark
in
alley.
this corner, look in this dark alley, and it's just kind of like,
Always a dark alley,
are
man.
they there? Are they there? Are they not there? I don't know. And she kept getting on because they was like, yo, the city's big, you're gonna get lost, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then they make it to this place, this workshop. You see this big tree in the middle of it, and then it's like, oh, this is the shop, right? This is how they make the potion. You see that little princess there.
Yep. Yep.
This is how they make the ink, the magic ink. This is how they make the wands, right? This is how they make both of them. And then, right? So then he makes the ink for her, and then he's like, yo, you don't choose the wand chooses
Chooses
you
you.
or whatever, right?
Yep. Yep.
So then it's kind of like, okay, cool, whatever. And then they talking, making it, and then let's see if I can get to it. And then she sees something. Where's
Dun dun
that?
dun.
Where's that? I don't know if I could get to it.
Oh, well, I can show. I could remove the screen so you can play it and find. Okay. Oh nah. Oh nah. Okay.
So then.
Oh wait, that's that
the
shit.
Granny lady. That
Yeah.
gave her the spell book and wand. Made her do the
Yeah,
the
her
forbidden
dream.
spell. Is right here.
A dream.
Right, like outside the shop, looking right at her. Right?
That's fucking
She's
crazy.
like, "Oh no, I gotta chase after her." So everybody's like running after her. Oh, she went off on her own. She was like, "I'm too busy for this. I'm going off on her own." They end up, so they ran past her. They was like, "Come on, she's running away. She's gonna get lost. We have to be there for her, right?"
Yeah.
So then they're just running. They're
Jesus.
chasing the lady. They're chasing her. They're chasing the old lady.
Yeah.
And then they end up, and then hold on. There's this thing. They end up losing. They ran around. This dude was following them. Some weird mist happened, and he was end up being alone, right? So then it's just
What?
him by itself, right? So they left the little creature, the little fella behind, and they end up in this weird place, right? And they're like, wait, hold on. We lost the old lady. We don't know where we are at, because this doesn't look like the magical city. And they're
Yeah.
like, yo, did we just teleport somewhere? It was like, no, that should be impossible because it's forbidden to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, nah, no way, because we was just in a city, right? But this is different. This is not what the city looks like.
Yeah.
So then the pink-haired girl goes up, flies up, and then she's like, yo, what's going on? This forbidden magic was happening, right? So then she comes back down. She's like, yo, we gotta run. Not because she's like, this isn't the place, we gotta run. She was like, wait, why do we have to run? And it was like, I flew up and something saw me, right? So we gotta go. And then boom.
Fucking dragon?
Star was a dragon. Yep, a dragon. And the witch is like, well, I didn't click. The witch was like, not the witch, the evil witch was like, I really just wanted Coco, or the girl, right, the main character. But the other two, they just come with the territory, right?
Damn.
This dude come out, he was like, where did my apprentices go?
Yeah.
And then old wand maker was like, maybe they got bored of my workshop and they left, right?
Yeah.
And he was like,
How can they bored? Yeah.
This is amazing.
This is heaven. Yeah.
And then he's just like, okay, let me really think about it. It's not the sort of things like my girls would like. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they would at least say thank you. They would at least like check in with you, right?
Yeah.
Not just run off. And then this dude was like, oh yeah, they ran off of after some strangely dressed witch, right? And they say he puts two together.
Ooh.
Right? And then it cuts back over here to the dragon. They're like, oh my god. And then the purple haired girl, she's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Maintain eye contact. We're gonna go back slowly. And when I say run, you better put your shoes on and start running. Right? So they back up.
Nobody better had to fall, bro.
Nah, nobody fell. I can tell you that right now. Nobody fell. So they ran away, right?
Yeah.
Ran away. So they're running and running. The dragon's chasing after them. She used a fire spell. She kind of just pulled out this and just opened it, and it's like a fire kamehameha came out and hit him. Right?
Okay.
I kind of forgot about that. So they ran. Boom, dead end.
Damn.
So now it's a dead end. And then they're like, all right, how do we get out of that? Or the girl's like, hey, I could break the wall. I need time to make the spell though. Right? And then the pink hair girl's kind of having like a mental crisis. She's like, yo, I Um, she didn't want to die, so she didn't
Yeah.
say, "I haven't left the spell, like to left her mark on the spell in this world yet, right?" And then she looks at the main character, and she kind of stops for a second. The main character's like, "Dang, bruh, we are really only in this situation because of me,
Mm.
right?" So then the purple hair girl was like, "Yo, lock in. We
Yeah.
have to get out of here, right?" So now the main character's like, "Yo, she didn't want to blame me, but
Oh.
she was blaming me,
Mm.
and it's right. It wasn't my fault, right?" So they lock in. Like it's like, oh, this was like we could build a wall to break the wall, but it's better to break the wall. And she's like, yo, she's right though. It is my fault. And the purple hair girl like took her robot, used a levitation spell to distract them, right? Levitation spell distract the dragon, so they have time. And then the main character, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could get to it. I can't get to it. But the main character sees like a spell marking on a wall in the distance past the dragon, right?
Mm.
So she's like, "Oh my god, let me tell her." Like she like I found a way out. And then she touched her while doing the spell.
Oh.
The spell the spell messed up.
No.
See, so it's for a spell, for spells you have to be like precise, really
Yeah.
straight lines, really perfect, right? So when you touch her, it
She's-
jolted her and
yeah.
like messed it up, right? So she's crashing out. She's like,
Yo, what are you doing?
You're not supposed to touch a witch while they're making mid spell, right? Mid
Yeah,
making
bruh.
spell. What are you doing? Like, are you trying to get us killed, right?
Yeah.
So she's crashing out. She's like, I didn't mean to do it on purpose. So she ends up just shutting up, right? She was shutting up. She's crashing out, right? So now two girls just crashed out on her basically.
Yeah.
So she's like, yo, I'm really messing up. And then she's, cut lady came through, finished the spell, did it all. And they're going, right? And she's like, she says something, right? End up being, I don't know. She's really throwing in like the double meanings, right?
Okay.
She's like, yo, this is
Backhanded
how-
compliment?
not compliment.
Oh,
Definitely
damn.
like
Shade?
like, yo, shade. Yeah, there we go.
Mm.
Definitely throwing shade. She threw shade about her mom dying again, which is
Ah,
crazy. I
nah.
feel like, but she ended up like saying, let me see if I can find it. She said
Oh.
something crazy.
Bro, all you gotta tell me, just change the scene, bro. I'll just.
Change the scene.
You good.
All right, so they're going through. Hold on. Amazing, great work. Let's put okay. She says this thing. Here it is. You can change it back.
Okay.
She was like, "Let's put this dead end behind us." Right.
Uh.
That's all she said. And they're walking away. They're leaving the main character by herself. And then she turns, and she was like, "I meant this part of the maze."
Oh,
But if you wanna
nah.
Take it like that. You could take it like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And it's
nah.
like, yo, so now the main character's like, "Yo, bro, should I just
Just.
die?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Should I just die? Her hat fell. She picked it
Damn.
up, right? And then it comes back to the mentor dude. He's like, "Yo, they're not in this area. I would have like heard them or seen them or something. They're not here. Where are they at?" Right? And then I was like, "Yo, I don't know." And they're asking for more. They're asking the little boy for more details. He's like, I don't got no more, right? I don't got no more." And they talk about like the faction, and then you see these
Oh, nah.
little teaser of them, right? And then the main or not main character, the mentor dude was like, "Yo, I knew they was gonna be after her, right? But I would think they would have her find them, not them come out their way to this magic city where they're forbidden to be in to come get them, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come get her, right?" And then the little dude meets back up with OG. OG's like, "Yo, where they at?" I was like, "Okay, it's getting dark soon. Let's go."
Damn.
But yeah, man.
Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever you review the episode, it makes me want to watch it, bro. But it's just like I can't get myself to click it to watch it. But then when then you go through it, I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck? This shit is fire.
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know. I think for me, what got me is the magic, and it's just like it got some skill to it. Like the better you draw the magic, the better it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like it got some sort of skill to it. So
Nah, I'm trying to see what green hair girl about to do. I feel like she's gonna do some shit. Like
Green hair, the main character.
yeah,
Coco.
Coco. Yeah, I feel like she's gonna do some shit.
She already did a forbidden spell, right?
Yeah,
She already saw the. I assume the way they get out, right? They're probably gonna bash her for that, for not saying it, even though she tried.
yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of crazy because this pink hair girl, she's the one that was on the green hair girl's
Her side. Yeah.
Yeah.
To that moment.
Like, yo. Yeah, to that moment, like at first it was like, yo, wait, you never done magic before the day before 2 days ago, right? She was like, oh, are you the forbidden magic girl, right?
Yep.
And then now it's like, yo, she just led me to my death.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance
To do anything.
to make my mark on the world, right? So it's like, yeah, dang, I kind of get it, but it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Alrighty,
Two
man.
back-to-back mistakes in the same episode.
Yo, bro, that's crazy, eh?
Yeah. That's why it's more of a build-up. I see it more of a build-up, but like towards the end there's when I got there. But
I definitely will be looking forward to next week's episode. But yeah, man, time to end this thing off, man. I mean, we're back. I don't know. Hopefully, we're back more consistent. It just, man. I mean, I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I live a very, very stressful life, so I try to do the best I can. But regardless, no excuses. We here. It's been the Plot Armor podcast on the Sitdown channel. If you guys made it to the end of the video, and if you guys are new to the channel, consider clicking that subscribe button as it help out the channel a lot. Also, let us know down in the comment section below what you guys think about the episode. What anime you still watching? Is there any other anime that we should be watching? And yeah, honestly, also Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 confirmed 2027. Put that on your wish list. You see us playing that in 2027. But till then, we appreciate all the love and support. We'll catch you guys next. Peace.